And we will start out with the San Carlos Handicap from Santa Anita Park, a grade 2 for older horses, run at 7 furlongs over the synthetic.
Coming up. Goes in. All set. And away they go. Mutada lost a length. Halo Najib is out best from the inside, past a point in the white sleeves right there too. Yankee Bravo pulling very hard between horses as Georgie Boy settles nice and relaxed into the 4th spot. Then we come back to Star Nicholas as 5 off those leaders who are sprinting away now, and at the back who's Mutada. They go past the 5/8 pole, and Yankee Bravo really taking a strong hold and pulls his way clear. Yankee Bravo opening up 4 lengths on him. Not much the rider can do about it. He's just so keen to go on. Halo Najib is racing in second. Then we come back to past the point. Georgie Boy's in the 4th spot, 7 off that leader. Then a big gap of 6 back to Star Nicholas and Mutada. Past the 3/8 they go, and Yankee Bravo, can he keep going now? He's still clear by a good 5, but now here comes Georgie Boy on the outside. And Georgie Boy starting to close steadily. Halo Najib is there, past the point. This trio coming fast. 1/4 mile to go. Yankee Bravo looks like he's burnt himself up. He's gone. They come to the top of the lane. Halo Najib, Georgie Boy down the centre, past the point between them. These three going to battle it out. An 1/8 of a mile to go, and Georgie Boy still just being hand-ridden now, and he strikes the front. And Georgie Boy now pulling clear to lead at a length. Now it's going to be 2. And Georgie Boy could not have been more impressive today. An easy win under Garrett Gomez. He is pricked in the end. Halo Najib was second and passed the point.
Georgie Boy to win the San Carlos Stakes under jockey Garrett Gomez for trainer Kathy Walsh. Very nice horse based out in California. Does most of his running around one turn out there. Halo Najib finishing second. Don't really understand what they're doing with the third horse here past the point. Darley Stable owns this one. Remember, past the point made those 2 huge races at Saratoga, won a nice allowance up there, and then finished a game second to Curlin and the Woodward. He's been on the synthetics. Now they're turning him back. I just think this horse is getting lost in the shuffle out on the artificial surfaces out there in California. Up next, we'll take a look at the McDiarmid Stakes from Gulfstream. This is grade 2, $150,000 a mile on 3/8, 4 and up.
They're racing in the McDermott. And finally made it, broke sharply from his inside post and goes out to the front. There goes Precious Passion on the far outside, and he'll be second early as they move for the first turn. These two have opened up 2.5 lengths on Quasi Cobra, who's third in the early stages. Then comes Baltimore Bob, Mr. Sydney, a break of 2 back to Spice Route, and Spice Route is already 10 lengths off of these speeding leaders as they make their way to the stretch for the first time. It's always first on the outside, followed by Silver Mountain at the rail, and then comes Summer Patriot, and the trailer is I'm a Wild and Crazy Guy, and Precious Passion, and finally Made It are going at each other early, and now Precious Passion's going to take over here. The quarter was 23 2/5 seconds, and finally Made It will sit off of Precious Passion, who's got a 3-length lead, and they must be 15 lengths ahead of the rest. The half was in 46 seconds flat. In third is Quasi Cobra. He's in another race from the top 2. Now he's 18 lengths off the lead at least. It's another 5 to Baltimore Bob. Then comes Summer Patriot, Mr. Sydney to the inside, followed on the outside by Always First, and then Spice Route along the rail. Then Silver Mountain and I'm a Wild and Crazy Guy. 3/4 went in 1:11 up the backstretch. Precious Passion leads the way, and now finally Made It is about 8 lengths behind him. Precious Passion all by himself on the lead. Finally Made It is dropping back. Quasi Cobra's about to take second as they move into the far turn. Then Summer Patriot, Mr. Sydney between horses. Always First on the outside. Then Baltimore Bob. Spice Route had to steady there. Spice Route had to steady in traffic as finally Made It drops back through the field. Silver Mountain is next, and I'm a Wild and Crazy Guy far back as they come to the top of the stretch. The pack closes in on Precious Passion. And now here's Quasi Cobra on the outside to take first aim. Quasi Cobra moves alongside of Precious Passion. Mr. Sydney is next. Spice Route is closing on the far outside. Precious Passion's coming back. Oh, my! Precious Passion did it. What a race he
Ton
ran
of heart
today.
out of the 12-horse. Precious Passion, this one paying $11 despite earning his 10th lifetime win. And even though he was a Grade 1 winner, having upset the United Nations handicap field last July at Monmouth, he always goes off a fair price. I think trainer Mary Hartman's done a nice job at this 6-year-old gelding by Royal Anthem, and it has been a winter with very little precipitation down in South Florida. And I think looking at the fractions, you could see how dry and hard the turf course was, but still 23-2, 46. Those fractions, no problem for Precious Passion, who dug in, got the money. All right, we'll head back to Friday at Gulfstream Park, the Sabin Stakes. This one run on the main track for fillies and mares going 1 mile.
They're racing in the Sabin. Fancy Fusaichi broke out on the lead. Right alongside is One Caroline, Dreaming of Liz, coming through at the fence. These two now take over. Then Swift Temper moving through on the inside of Storm and Mon and Cat Can Do. And well out of it early is Mrs. Sella, who's dropped back about 13 lengths off the pace as they leave the chute. The first quarter was 24-1. Up the backstretch, and it's Dreaming of Liz in front. One Caroline on the outside puts on the pressure, and they're on even terms now. 2.5 clear of Swift Temper. Fancy Fusaichi outside of them. Storm and Mon. Cat Can Do on the far outside. And 6 lengths last year is Mrs. Sella. The race past the half-mile pole. One Caroline has taken over. Ran a 47.5 and spurts away now. One Caroline's got a 3-length lead as they round the turn. Then Swift Temper on the outside. Dreaming of Liz and Storm and Mon. Now from the back of the pack, Mrs. Sella is passing horses, having gone by Cat Can Do and Fancy Fusaichi, but it's One Caroline to catch as they come to the top of the stretch. 3 quarters in 1:11-4. One Caroline turning for home with a 2-length lead. Swift Temper trying to close in second. Storm and Mon is third. At the 8th pole, One Caroline and Swift Temper. They're 5 lengths clear of the others. One Caroline trying to hold on. Swift Temper trying to get by. One Caroline.
4-year-old filly One Caroline, owned by G. Watts Humphrey Jr., stays undefeated now. A perfect 4 for 4. This is her first stakes win, taking the Grade 3 Sabin down at Gulfstream Park. Edgar Prado up for trainer Rusty Arnold. One Caroline bringing up thoughts of Saratoga, only 5 months away from the Spa. Swift Temper a game second at 10-1. Storm and Mon finishing third in the Sabin at Gulfstream. Line will pick it up in action.
Went 3 quarters in 1:12-3. She's got the lead as they turn for home. Weathered in front. Aristo runs in second, and Bourbon Maid is third. Weathered's got a 3-length lead in the stretch. Aristo in second, and then Bourbon Maid, Rat Tail, and Point Me to It. Weathered in front now by 5 lengths. She's really pouring it on here in the stretch. Weathered by 7 or 8 lengths, and Weathered has won the rare treat. Aristo second and Bourbon Maid third.
Very nice New York bred 4-year-old filly in Weathered. Not much pedigree at all in this filly. She's by a key contender. I guess off her bloodlines, you probably could have bought her for $5,000 or something like that. But trainer Carl Grussmar has done a nice job at bringing out the best of her. And I don't know if this filly is peaked yet. She's A-OK and perhaps a graded stakes performer down the road. Mike Luzzi aboard, a heavy favorite in the rare treat, which was run as race number 3 on Saturday with sort of a short field and such a prohibitive favorite. I guess they decided to keep that race out of the late pick 4, and once again that $250,000 pick 4 run here on Saturday, they absolutely smashed the guarantee, putting a little more than I guess $370K into the pool.
Yeah, it went way over the $250,000 guarantee. I think it would have been over $250 even with the 7-horse field of the stake in there. But when you get a couple of 10-horse fields, a couple of 12-horse fields, that pool is just going to be giant. And you know what? People like competitive fields,
yep.
Big fields of racing and guarantees. So that pick 4 bet certainly here to stay. And I would think that it's going to be big in on Gotham Day a couple of weeks from today, or a couple of weeks from this past weekend. It's March 7th at Gotham, shaping up to be a great race with the Haynesfield and Mr. Fantasy facing off horses we know from up here, but also some interesting new faces from out of town.
Imperial Council, I think, topping the list of potential Gotham starters. Of course, that colt by Empire Maker, who's out of a graded stakes winner going very long, and Jarmar Rain won his seasonal debut 8 days ago as we taped taped the show Sunday morning at the Big A for trainer Shug McGahee. He was first unveiled on Travers Day, and I think caught a lot of attention and created a little bit of a buzz with his game runner-up finish to Hello Broadway, the younger half-brother to No Biz Like Showbiz. You just don't see Shug 2-year-olds, especially his first-time starters, be that precocious with that much speed.
Yeah, it's nice to see him coming back up here for the Gotham, too, because it seems like he was wanted to keep him in Florida, but now that the Fountain of Youth, I think, is a one-turn mile there, he wanted to run around 2 turns. The Gotham fits the schedule perfectly.
Okay, the buzzer has sounded. That's it for Eric and myself on Thoroughbred Weekly. This show has been a presentation of Madison Square Garden Network and the New York Racing Association. We'll catch you next